As fashion has gotten faster, cheaper, and more disposable, there's another cost to stocking up on fresh looks. Fashion is now one of the most polluting industries in the world. The textile industry alone produces more greenhouse gas emissions than the aviation and shipping industries combined.
There's this cute expression in China that you know the color in fashion next season by the color of the rivers in China.
Up until now, I've just been talking about making clothes. Getting rid of clothes is even worse. Guys, come in. The average American now throws away 80 pounds of clothes a year. Yeah, there's more. One American does this. Imagine 350 million Americans doing this. I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. I can see it in your eyes. None of this applies to me, Hassan. I donate my clothes. Most of those clothes are still trash. Just one Salvation Army Center in New York creates 18 tons of unwanted clothes every 3 days. And if donated clothes aren't sold in a month, most of them end up here.
La ropa, como no tiene una disposición legal hasta el día de hoy, la única solución que le da a la gente es quemarla. Y cuando se quema, la polución y el humo hace que para nosotros sea un grave problema. Y esto a nosotros nos genera un incendio anual de grandes proporciones.
Aquí hay poblaciones que viven dentro del basurero, entonces ellos están inhalando directamente estos gases que se producen.
Welcome to one of the largest used clothing markets in the world. It's estimated that Ghana's Kantamanto market handles more than 15 million garments every week. The used clothes arrive from around the world. Many started out as donations. More than a third of everything that enters Kantamanto leaves as waste. It ends up in landfills and on beaches.
So what we believe is that what you're seeing is a sliver of what is actually lying on the ocean floor.
Now, Ghana's capital is drowning in other people's used clothes.
The majority of what is made is turned into a product, it gets used, and then at the end of its life it gets thrown away. Basically, if you design an economy where there's no waste, it has to be circular. It has to feed back into the system, so the product would stay out there and used for as long as possible. It would then be designed so the materials can be recovered or someone else could use it, and then it would feed back into that economy as the raw materials.
Hi, I'm Camille, and I'm co-owner of Second Vibes.
Hi, I'm Kate. I'm one of the owners of Second Vibes. We're a vintage and reworked clothing store.
We first started in college together, Kate and I, when we met, thrifting, and we realized that there were so many clothes out there that go to landfill and could be reused and rehomed. So that was really like the spark of our passion for turning thrifting into our small business. We started dabbling in rework a little bit. We did some patches on stuff, some very like basic DIY. We'd crop things. And then we have always loved fun and interesting clothes, and we wanted to create our own, but we wanted to do it in a very sustainable way. So we use a lot of secondhand materials that we thrift and upcycle them into new pieces.
we kind of had a switch in mindset of what we were trying to do just with our lives. I decided to take Second Vibes more seriously because we started to see more of the potential in it to really grow and be something great for us. And with doing pop-ups and making things, our house just kind of became like overtaken by Second Vibes. And we were like, what if maybe we got a store? That would be cool. And an opportunity came about for us to get one a little sooner than we were anticipating. But it honestly ended up being like great timing, and it was a great choice for us. And here we are now, about, I think it's like 3 years since we started, maybe 4, since we started our online, when we were first started on Instagram. And here we are now, and we have a storefront and a website. So as much as we are a clothing brand, Second Vibes also is very focused on community, and we really want to create like a community creative hub in Grand Rapids, which we have one like all down the street that we're on. There's a bunch of vintage shops. It's honestly like a great community of businesses down here. And we just want to continue to like use our store and our space to continue. The theme of this fashion show for us is upcycling. That is the base of our business. So we're always going to pull out with some upcycled clothing. We are always inspired by denim pieces and just denim material. There's a huge excess of it that we usually find at the Goodwill bins and things like that. Smileys, of course, you're going to see those. Camo. It's really just streetwear, comfortable, but also different and show some of your personality. We just want to say thank you guys for coming out to our first fashion show. We've been wanting to do one for a really long time and do have plans to do a lot more in the future, so stay tuned for all those ideas. This one, honestly, the opportunity came about super last minute, and we were like, let's just do it. It'll be fun. We've really been wanting to get back into focusing on reworking clothes more, so this just seemed like something that would like keep us accountable to doing that, because this whole year like we've been making clothes, but it's just we've been so busy running our store and like getting everything together. So we really want to just get back to like what made us fall in love with this and made us want to do it. So yeah, this fashion show is really just kind of a preview of what's to come and what to expect. I mean, there's a bunch of other ideas. We got this whole collection together in just a couple weeks, and we are so excited to show you guys everything that we created and a more in-depth look at a lot of the upcycled pieces of clothing that we want to be making in the future. So we hope you guys enjoy.